All right, and we're going to jump into Doom Eternal, the speedrun mod, and this is going to be the base campaign of the game, and it's going to go fast. So I'm going to hit start. There's no cutscene, and time will start in 5, 4,
3, 2, 1, go! So welcome to Doom Eternal. This is 100% Nightmare on the speedrun mod. Basically, we developed this speedrun mod because... Oh.
Uh-oh.
Is something already going on?
Yeah, I have my macro bound to up rather than down. I need to fix that.
If you need to take a second, that's cool. Okay, when it comes to binds in this game, it's very complicated. It'll be that.
Okay.
Are we back in?
We're good. We're back in.
Oh, reshade.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, that's fine. Reshade.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, time and start, we're good. A little bit of time loss, no big deal. Menu skip is a hard trick to do. But yeah, we developed this speedrun mod because on current shaders, there's some NVIDIA problem or whatever that makes some of the gameplay like very buggy. Visual collision doesn't work. So what we did is, by using some modding tools, went on current patch and reverted the game back to the speedrun optimal patch because there's been lots of changes over the years. Right now, So speedrun mod does a few things. One, it speeds up all downtime sections. Elevators, cutscenes, all automatically skipped or very fast. And two, they re-implemented in some old tricks that id patched out because they were speedrun essentials. So I do want to say it is very cool that id just gave us the tools to basically make it the game as speedrunnable as possible, which is super nice. Welcome to Hell on Earth, by the way. There's a lot of stuff going on in this run. It's breakneck pace, and there's just a lot to explain,
Punch me.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, so that's not normally in the game. Normally, whenever we speedrun this, we have to drag a zombie over there, but for the speedrun mod, the creator of this decided to add that as a shortcut. And there are a couple of other shortcuts like that. I don't think there's zombies. Oops, I'm not supposed to be up there. I don't think there's zombies in any other place, but there are some lost souls that have been added that are just static, and they have infinite health, so you can meat hook off of them and such.
Yeah, those are just set up to take out RNG because enemy AI in this game does depend on a little bit of randomness in the game code, where exactly you're positioned, what are the positioning of other enemies, are they attacking you, blah, blah, blah. So a part of the speedrun mod is to add in consistency as well. If we're going to see a very cool trick here...
No, I'm
unfortunate. Yeah, that Arachnotron just didn't play nice. In case you're wondering about the speed tech that's going on here, notice how KovaaK is bunny hopping all the time.
What?
Oh, what the...
Okay, well, we'll go for the spider punch boost now.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're just retrying the spider boost. It's up.
Yeah, so we bound jump to scroll wheel down. Well, I do down anyway. And that allows us to maintain our velocity.
Let's go!
There we go.
That was called a punch boost. For those wondering exactly how it works, this game has a little melee lunge mechanic of when you hit the melee button and there's a demon nearby, it will try to push you to it as a forgiveness mechanic of oh, yeah, no, you're close enough, bud. And if you aim at the turret, it's basically enough to trigger the melee lunge, but not enough to hit the... Oh, another punch boost, by the way. Not enough to hit the Arachnotron, so we just take that momentum and bring it all the way to the key card. And in this combat, what you're going to be seeing is basically very precise demon kill order. KovaaK here is trying to kill all the fodder demon right quick, prioritizing soldiers because those are limited spawns. Got an Arachnotron that spawns in.
Oh. Should be
all good.
Spawning in.
Oh,
one.
If you do not get enough fodder killed during the early phase, you will have to just wait for the spawns out, which I think is what happened with a couple imps there.
Yeah, they're a little picky sometimes. They don't show up whenever they should. That's just typical imp behavior in this game, though.
Yeah. So if you notice why KovaaK is just bunny hopping all the time, if you're familiar with FPS speedruns, there's a concept known as bunny hopping, which is basically a way to conserve momentum. Eternal has that, but on steroids. If you jump the moment you hit the ground, not immediately, but just after, there's a small little head bob, to simulate the effect as if you were landing on the ground in real life. That head bob is actually a physical effect to the character model, not just a visual effect. So it actually gives you a little bit of speed if you jump during it. So we call that accelerated bunny hopping. So just jumping precisely gives you speed in this game. We're into this next combat encounter. Very quick. Yeah, just has to get fodder clear. All the way up to the Caco Demon. 2 Caco Demons sending grenades into them to stun them, killing one while one other gets a glory kill. Arachnotron spawn instantly, have a chainsaw waiting for them. Imps are
Please die. Thank you.
Yes, imps are a menace, and all we have to do is kill the Caco and then clear out fodder, and if all goes right, that should be the end of the encounter. There's always a hiding imp. Nice.
This one's like different in the speedrun mod because things are so aggro, like they just chase me in ways that I can never get used to, and I never know if they're still hiding.
Yeah, it is a bit of a meme in the community of you finish a combat encounter with all this precise combat routing, and then there's just one imp hiding in the corner who didn't want to come to work today.
Does the speedrun mod tend to normalize these encounters?
No. A lot of the RNG in the speedrun mod still exists because in the combat encounter, RNG, there's an argument for a little bit of skill-based if it's a random spawn location because you got to know where to look, what spots to check. And overall, just how to put it, the RNG in combat for a skilled player is very minimal because they already know all the spawn locations and we'll just check them, and there'll be like a difference of maybe half a second or so. And that's the end of Hell on Earth. Very cleanly done. Moving on to the Fortress of Doom.
Yeah. So for most levels, there's this little intermission between them, not too much going on, and the few times that you do have to wait normally have been pretty much cut out in this speedrun mod.
Yeah, so there's, of course, movement in Fortress. However, a lot of the times, Fortress is literally just load in, hit a button for the next level, then you go back in. That has been cut down just a tiny bit.
Right. So now we're into Exaltia, and this level you get some really fun tools. Air control is like a game changer, dash is a game changer. Individually, those are such huge items, but together, the movement just opens wide up.
Yeah, so Doom Eternal likes to layer it on a little bit easy at first and slowly introduce its mechanics over time. And something as fundamental as the... Oh, by the way, nice Caco. So we'll get a progression of speed tech, and speedrun tech will be allowed to us just because we'll pick up weapons that allow for it, abilities that allow for it, etc. Bunny hoppy precisely through this to grab the runes. First rune we will be picking up is, of course, air control, because you can keep more speed around corners because you can take those corners harder without losing any speed.
Nice.
Holy, that Hell Knight kill was... Haven't quite seen it done like that. That was interesting.
I like to save the grenade because whenever I get to this Arachnotron, I prefer to knock him away because I do a little different route than most of the other runners. Well, let's just do this a little differently too.
Yeah, a big thing about arena routing, combat routing in this game is that there's several strats in arenas that are like difference by like a second, maybe 2 seconds. Like, but oh, by the way, good punch boost.
Oh, what?
Oh, good bounce. Oh, and he gets the battery. Ah, that's insane.
Okay, I've never done it like that.
It looks cool. If that makes you feel better.
It does, yeah. If I'm gonna get a strat and have it look cool, that's awesome.
But as I was saying, combat arenas, so like you'll find a lot of runners just do different strats for different arenas just because they prefer it. It's a difference of 1 or 2 seconds, and sometimes execution just makes the difference.
Yeah. So I avoided the chainsaw fuel that was, oh my god. Okay, well, let's get a fib then. Back up strats fast.
We'll talk about a fib, don't worry, but
yeah,
the pace of this run's high. There's just a lot of stuff.
So I'm going to go for that chainsaw fuel that I left behind because I want to have 3 chainsaws for an upcoming arena because I prefer it. I don't think there are any other runners doing it. Yeah, oh, darn. Well, let's get him out.
Yeah, that was shoutouts to Daxner. Glory kills in this game, believe it or not, are slow because most of the time 1 precision bolt kills an enemy in glory kill state. So.
Oh, I don't have ammo. He's going to wake up.
Like, why do a 2-second animation when you can just go quick scope? Ka-ching.
All right, so I got my 2nd chainsaw fuel, and the next arena I'll get a 3rd, and that will let me chop a Hell Knight.
Oh, by the way, funny little strat here. If you hit the death plane, you just spawn behind the Cacos.
Mm-hmm.
You do lose a little bit of health, so... Oh! No! That was insane.
The
Yeah.
speed in that is crazy. I don't know why it's doing it so much in the speedrun mod.
Yeah, so Kako's specific, or I guess most enemies specifically, so what he did was initiate a melee while the enemy was still technically alive, and then it died in that small instant he did the punch boost.
Yeah.
So there was nothing stopping him from keeping all that momentum.
2 zombies? Yeah, okay. We're good. Yeah.
Oh, little small platforming skip here. Oh, tentacle!
Please, let's not kill me, please. Thank you. I'm going to wait for refill and get that. Okay.
Picking up Heat Blast. There's a little bit of tech with the plasma rifle in this game. We like to call it yeet blasting.
Yeah, so one of the most common questions from people who don't watch Doom Eternal speedruns is, why are we firing the plasma gun? Because it seems like it's so random.
Yeah, so the Heat Blast, how it works is when you fire it, it charges the Heat Blast. But the Heat Blast gets even better because if you swap weapons right before Heat Blasting, the game gets in a confused state because you're putting away the weapon while also firing the weapon. So it just doesn't know what to do, so it just fires the weapon again, and it can do that up to 4 times.
Yeah,
so what we
huge
will
explosions.
Yeah, so what we'll see is Heat Blast do damage because it's hitting enemies 3 to 4 times in this.
That's not good.
Revenant's not being fun.
I've been having a problem with this guy lately. Well, let's...
Yeah, and you see that Arachnotron health bar basically instantly deleted. One small thing you might notice is that he...
Oh, shit. I can't... I have no ammo.
See, one thing goes wrong in these runs, and it completely messes up your route a little bit, and you kind of got to improvise.
We're going to chop him, and we should be more or less en route. Wait for ammo, and... I was going to try to get to the other one. Cool.
Saw into the 5th dimension.
Okay. Arachnotron dead. Am I hearing a... I feel like my headphones are backwards. Where is this soldier? There he is. Okay.
Maybe?
I need to check that. Yeah, I've been hearing that Arachnotron to my left. That's a little annoying.
It's okay. We just got to wait for a break in this run. So we'll be here in about 15 minutes, and then we'll swap. One small thing you might notice that will become apparent in some of the other...
Oh, okay. I found a backup to this just yesterday. I think it was here. Let me try that again.
Oh, this is a tech we call as dash boost?
Yes. Okay.
So dash boosting, how it works, is when you hit certain collision, it will remove your dash state. Like right there. Hitting that wall removes the dash, but it keeps your speed. So what we do is we hit several collisions, just get that speed, and then through the process of geometry, just fling ourselves upwards. There will be a precise one after this combat encounter, actually. That will be good to see. We will chain a dash boost into a punch boost.
You should be dead. I think I missed the yeet. Why are you still alive?
Kako of the year, dude.
Okay.
We call this Weaver Skip.
Yes. Okay, good.
Oh, good. A little bit flying high and sneaks right in. There is normally an invisible wall blocking that, but we just jump over it. Dude, all these spots for dash boost that I just haven't seen since I stopped running is just like that's very smart. We're going to do something a little bit silly here. We're just going to jump out of purple goo.
Yep, and that's a little bit of a cheat. Because you shouldn't be able to mass jump that quickly, but we're using a macro, which is legal in the speedruns.
Yeah. We'll get into a little bit about speedrun mods, macros, etc. But right now, we are going to the Slayer Gate, which actually has a very interesting strategy. So normally how encounters progress in Doom Eternal is that you have trigger demons. Once you kill those demons, a new wave of demons spawn, where you need to kill those trigger demons. And then you just rinse and repeat till the end condition. The end condition for this fight specifically is all enemies are dead. Period. That's just it. So theoretically, if there's 3 waves in this encounter...
Oh, they're already here. How did that happen?
You did too good.
That was fast.
So if he kills all the enemies in wave 2 before wave 3 spawns...
Is there any chance? No, we got a second rev.
Maybe if you get this rev quickly?
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
we still got it. Okay, that is good.
Cool.
So... because we killed every enemy in wave 2 before wave 3 spawned, the end condition was met. Get them out of the arena. Don't need to kill the other enemies. Here's a cool little bit of, we're going to say hi to our friend Betrayer, except,
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if I'm going to double jump.
bye, Commander Valen.
Good to see you. Bye. Thanks.
We're
for
a little,
Codex.
we're speedrunners, so we're a little socially anxious, you know?
Yeah, you're just missing all the cool dialogue.
Oh, that's...
Oh, almost got chain hop there. Very precise skip, but getting pretty good on the bunny hops after.
Okay. Anything?
And we're at the final encounter in Exultia.
You guys.
So we'll be coming up here as an Arachnotron. We're going to try to keep this quad damage for this entire fight, so you'll just see KovaaK sniping Heavy Demon after Heavy Demon, because those are the trigger demons. Going from that Arachnotron, there's just some fodder left, and if the encounter was done right...
That should be it. No?
It should just be those few enemies. Oh, one soldier was high in the corner. That occasionally happens.
Really? There's something else. Oh, hi.
Oh, really?
There we go.
Always an imp.
Imps like to hide. Okay, I'm going to see if I can flip my headphones.
Oh. Oh, maybe the other way?
Yes.
There you go.
Sorry for all the bonks. Okay. All right, so normally...
that ends the challenge run portion of the speed run?
Yeah, normally this Ripatorium section has, like, you know, long elevators and waiting for doors to open and stuff like that, but the speedrun mod's just like, nah, that's boring. So teleporter down, and then you press the button, teleporter down, and you're fighting.
So welcome to the Ripatorium. This is the tutorial of, like, hey, if you guys ever want to just play the combat, there's this arena that will be updated with demons as you progress through the campaign. The way we deal with this optimally is just a bunch of fodder demons, so we stand in a specific spot and that edge of the arena and just shoot them as they come to us.
And that was a fade-in boost through the teleporter.
That was good, straight to the Sentinel token. What a fade-in boost is, or a fib for short, is remember how we said that dash boost is hitting collision to remove your dash state? Well, it turns out removing your dash state isn't only tied to hitting collision. Sometimes when you're hitting certain triggers, like for example, when movement gets unlocked from a teleport, you get to keep that speed because you're in the dash state technically, so you're supposed to be at a speed, and the game just instantly starts that edge you out the teleport. And now we move on to Cultist Space, every runner's favorite level.
Well, this is actually the level that I have the closest, like my personal gold on this level is the closest to the community gold, so I'm pretty proud of that.
Oh, that was a good bunny hop chain there. A small little bit of niche movement tech in this game is an idea called trimping, which is basically just hitting collisions so fast that you bounce off it. And that's exactly what happened off that bone. We call that bone boost or big milk strat.
Big milk?
Yeah, shoutouts to James Plays a Moo.
Really?
Back in the day, we called it that.
I had no idea.
I am one of the oldest Eternal 100% runners that's still around, and there is a lot of lore to this category in game.
Absolutely. Yeah, James, watching him is what got me into this game.
Yeah.
James Plays a Moo was like such an entertaining streamer of Doom Eternal 100% Nightmare, Ultra Nightmare speedruns, and it was amazing.
Yeah, the James Plays a Moo was known for just doing the most, I can't describe it any other way, hot girl stuff that you've ever seen in a Doom Eternal speedrun, and he would just do it for swag. Oh, another thing of the speedrun mod, you might have noticed all those numbers in the top right. If you're curious about how fast we're going or whatnot, all those numbers are available.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that grenade. In the normal game, I have enough time between this arena and the next one to like use the, oh, let me try yes.
That, oh.
Not quite, but good enough.
Yeah, that was another variation of a dash boost called an edge boost, where because every corner in this game, every ledge is technically not like a right angle, it kind of like curves a little bit.
Oh, I don't know why that didn't work. Oh well.
So we basically dash boost off the curve of a ledge. It is very precise, and every runner has usually a setup, or they just have the feeling down. Welcome to the rocket launcher, PB Rocket.
Oh my god.
Ooh. Gargoyle. Gargoyles are scary in this game.
Yeah.
PB Rocket is just the Precision Bolt Rocket is just one of the most optimal damage combos. One of the first suit tokens we picked up that you saw earlier was faster weapon switching, because when you swap weapons in this game, it resets the cooldown of the previous weapon. So that Precision Bolt that you see KovaaK doing, where he Precision Bolts, punches, Precision Bolt punches, the game considers your fist a weapon, for the purposes of hot swapping. So what he does is he punches and then hits the heavy weapon key to swap from fist to the precision bolt. And that works with every single weapon in the game, which is why you'll see constant weapons for different situations. Oh, Whiplash, our favorite enemy.
Okay.
There's a lot of favorite enemies.
Yay. Just barely enough ammo to kill that.
Yeah. So we are going to first pick up Lock-On Burst for the rocket launcher, one of our first mods, because this weapon mod is insane. If you lock on in most heavy demons, they'll just instantly die.
Oh, I used my right. I keep going for like the Zai boosts that work on 1.1, but they don't work here, so I burn my double jump.
Yeah, because this is a mod trying to imitate an earlier version of the game and not the earlier version game itself, there are some small differences like Zai boost. Again, another prolific 100% runner, Zai, we love you. He revolutionized this category and showed everybody that we all sucked. So you'll see how good Lock-On Burst is this encounter. Like this Revenant that spawns instantly, Arachnotron jumps up, but is pretty close to dead.
What am I doing?
Whiplash, freeze it on spawn, shoot it in the head. Another Lock-On for this Hell Knight coming around the corner.
Supposed to be more guys here.
There's a Shield Soldiers that we're just going to chainsaw while other things are spawning. Mancubus. And the Arachnotron, if everything's done right, we ends the encounter, and another variation of a dash boost called
Speedrun mod. It's free.
Yeah.
It looks cool, but it's not hard.
Yeah. So that's a version of a. Oh, first off, Moroccan spice chicken with toasted vegetables? Question mark.
Nope.
No.
Something
Wait.
faster.
What was?
Yes. We found that for the other side whenever we come through that arena, and it's called Double Boiler. Thank you, Nova.
Another person we gotta shout out, Nova, who's absolutely a cracked movement god who finds strats just because they're fun.
Let's try.
Oh, another edge boost.
Trying. You know what? I'm not doing it right now.
That is fair with marathon settings, and exactly how the PC is running is different from home PC and what we're used to. Sometimes it is just better to take it a little safe. Normally we have a strategy to where we would skip this arena and come back to it later.
He died. Good. Yeah, we're safe.
Because this is 100%, all combat is required because Doom Eternal tracks it. So most of the combat
Okay, where am I going?
is done.
Right.
Oh, by the way, super quick elevator. I almost missed it.
Yeah, no time to collect the ammo, so like that's why I chainsaw, because I end up like lacking ammo here all the time. And we want to upgrade faster dashes, and this, I'm not used to doing this without doing it at the same time as Pit, so we'll see what happens. Is there anybody hiding? No, okay, good.
Could have fooled me. So, to get back a little bit on what happened after that arena, there is this dash boost variation called cut speed, which is basically when you dash, mid-dash, trigger a cutscene. Same thing with the game, your dash speed, your dash speed kind of gets continued through the cutscene, but your dash state gets removed, so you never experience the de-acceleration of the dash.
Didn't know I could stand there.
Very quick dash boost into bunny hop movement. The monkey bars are too slow. Just jump all the way, dash boost onto the elevator. Nice. Welcome to the battle mode tutorial.
I hate whenever it doesn't let me dash forward.
This encounter, it boils down to just focusing the trigger demons, making sure you have the barrage when multiple of them spawn at the same time.
All right, looking for the spider, left to right, left to right. There. And now that guy can die. Easy. And these guys in patch 1.1, like one exploding can kill the other, and it just doesn't happen here, and I don't know why.
Yeah, small tweaks to the enemy AI that even we aren't aware about, probably. How to put it? This game, I mean this in an endearing way, is spaghetti, and just how much everything interacts, the smallest change can affect the speedrun route massively. Oh, by the way, welcome to the loot box arena.
All done.
Just insta-kill everything.
Secret.
Moving on, we're going to see a cool thing. Actually, what you saw there was not a trimp, nor a dash boost. That's called a ramp hop, which is totally different. Small movement.
You know what? Let me just go for the fib back up. Oh.
Up, close.
One more try. No. You know, you can only do the dash boost on this side. So I'm just going to get up top again.
Dash boost backup variation.
Yeah.
But to go back onto ramp hopping, so when you trimp by hitting a surface so hard and knocking upwards, you can actually give it even more speed by jumping the instant you hit the ground, which stacks your jump speed and the trimp speed, so you go even higher. Oh, welcome to the hardest casual encounter in the run, if you ask me.
Oh, yeah. I died so many times there the first time.
I think it was over 20 for me.
It's such a tight room, and you just don't have options.
Yeah, that encounter basically tests, like, do you know how to deal with a whiplash?
Oh, he should be dead. Okay. Thank you for not killing that cue ball. I need him. I love this strategy if I can get it, but I feel like I'm a little slow. We'll see.
Oh.
Will he die?
Bye, Kako.
Died. Beautiful. Hey.
Yeah, normally you'd want to, like, instantly kill that Kako with the cue ball, as they're called in this game.
That is the first time I got that to go well in the speedrun mod. Holy crap.
Nice. Oh, small little skip.
Oh, not good enough.
Oh, you actually...
Thank you, Slopcore.
Yeah, there's two separate triggers. One for knocking down that crucifix, and one for getting rid of the button. You can actually hit the button trigger without knocking down the crucifix, which is rare, but luckily there's backups for it. We're going on to the second Slayer Gate. This is very precise routing. First thing that will come up are these Mancubi. We're actually on a little bit of a timer until we kill enough Mancubi and soldiers for this Mancubus to spawn in much the style that the Kool-Aid Man does. And then after that Mancubus is Kako. There's two Prowlers that spawn, but we have to focus on killing Kakos because they spawn. What's going on?
Yeah, that was a lot of shots. You know what? Let's do that. Okay.
I think your game boot's haunted. That's the only explanation. But after those Arachnotrons are down, it's just fodder clear up and the Prowlers.
Yeah, where'd that Prowler go?
Ideally, the Prowlers teleport like while you're killing an Arachnotron, but or teleport to you while killing an Arachnotron, but sometimes RNG just doesn't allow for it.
Okay, good. And I remember to upgrade this.
And that's a good Slayer Gate. We just upgraded the Meat Hook. Meat Hook is very important for Spearrun, as you see there.
Yes.
So the Plasma Rifle has Yeet Blasting. The Meat Hook has Yeet Hooking, where we use it to gain a lot of speed, which we will get to a little bit of the next level, but just suffice it to say, Meat Hook, we can just whip off enemies off it for now. All right, on to this combat encounter, which is the last one of the level. One thing you'll notice by the little markers on the right side of the screen that pop up whenever KovaaK meat hooks and kills an enemy, there are weapon masteries in this game, basically special little challenges that you need to do in order to unlock the final upgrade for your weapon. The one for the meat hook is kill 50 demons after meat hooking. So KovaaK will just meat hook on the demons right before shooting them for the quick kill. We actually need meat hook mastered not by the end of the game, but actually a few levels before it, because the upgrade to meat hook is enemies get lit on fire when you hook onto them, which is super important for a mission challenge later. And just like that, that's Cultist Base.
Not bad.
Man, y'all are not kidding about the breakneck speed of things. It's crazy to keep track of everything.
Yeah, every time I'm just mid-explanation, I see one thing and I have to like suppress it in my mind, be like, no, can't mention that now because we haven't yet explained some other basic tech.
Why are there so many imps? There are like 3. Is that it? Is that it? No, it's not.
If you're wondering why it's difficult to deal with imps, it's because imping ain't easy.
Mm-hmm. Why is nobody here for me? Okay, we'll just take the long way. What?
Backup fib, it's all good.
All right, and I get a chainsaw. If I did that fast, I wouldn't have a chainsaw, so it makes it a little easier in the later part of the level, because I'll get to chop the Mancubus.
While we're doing this encounter... Oh, wait, you did the Drake strat. Oh, Drake would be so proud.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this does speed it up. I need one more there.
Another person in the community that we need to mention is Drake Foes, who, I'm not kidding, has done so much research into literally every aspect of this game in order to understand it for speedrun routing purposes. He was one of the main people who worked behind this encounter doc, which literally is a like 170-page document detailing the progressions of every encounter, how you progress to each phase, the end conditions, and all that stuff. We would not be anywhere where we are in terms of optimization if it wasn't for Mr. P-Hose.
Praise Drake Foes.
The dedication and loyalty of speedrunners is just almost unmatched. It's honestly incredible.
Yeah, unironic. One of the best parts about speedrunning, I always say, is that speedrunning is cooperative and competitive at the same time, where everyone's trying to find strats to make the game go slower, but they're also competing with each other to be first place on the leaderboard. So it's very good to see that healthy competition. Oh, moving on, small thing here. Do you FPS cap on the speedrun mod?
I do. I just did.
So you may notice 250 FPS, we went down to 100 for speedrun. A lot of the physics of this game depend on the frame rate that the game runs at. So because this game is so well optimized for modern hardware, we set an FPS cap of 250 frames per second, but we allow runners to adjust that FPS cap to lower than that, because sometimes the game kind of just breaks if you're running at too high of an FPS, like in that last encounter. A Revenant just wouldn't spawn in that arena. It would spawn out of bounds and if we had too high of FPS. So for safety reasons, just lower it to 100 for that split second. So Isvor, what you think so far?
I'm just blown away. I watched him practice the other day, and it's just incredible regardless.
What did I hit? Wrong button.
Small Revenant.
Okay, that should be it. Cool.
Yeah, if you notice KovaaK mumbling and going like, oh, what the heck happened? That's every run of this game. It's just one of the most, every arena is complex with AI that can do a million things, so you just gotta work on the fly and adapt in a lot of cases. A big speedrun strat is actually killing enemies after they spawn, but before they can do anything, in order to just increase consistency. I mentioned earlier, yeet hooking. You may wonder, what's a yeet hook? I'm not gonna explain it, just watch.
Do I have the speed? Oh, okay.
Oh, that's good enough. Yes. So, if you liked that one, I have good news for you.
What?
Oh, small thing.
Okay, we got
Backed it up. And we're back.
All right.
So that skips 7 seconds worth of gameplay. Basically, it's just faster to yeet hook than it is to travel by walking, so we just go to the end of the map and then hook back because that skips the walking, because we're going so fast. So the way yeet hooking works is, you know how I said physics was tied to frame rate? Meat hook speed is tied to frame rate. But so if we slow down in-game time, we're getting more frames per in-game time because the game's still running at the same rate. So by opening the weapon wheel, slowing time, mid-yeet hook, we just keep using that speed increase function every single frame, and then we can just go over entire levels. This is the restricted side of 100%, which means no major glitches are allowed effectively. Asterisks, what exactly is a major glitch is a topic of community debate. But we typically try to go for what made the run the most fun for what strats were allowed, and yeet hooking is just, it's so loved, dude. Oh, welcome to the Doom Hunter. We just stun lock his entire first phase. All right. And second phase, lock on burst until it is done.
Sometimes I go for lock on burst, and then super shotgun, and that's just enough, but you need the rocket from the slob to hit too.
Very quick thing, upgraded grenades as falling down to refresh the grenade cooldown, so we have 2 grenades instantly to stun lock this Doom Hunter.
1 cycle, nice.
Got one cycle on the first Doom Hunter, second Doom Hunter,
Collect
charging up Heat Blast for a falter. Shotgun into punch again.
Not bad.
And that is clean.
That was pretty good.
Doom Hunter base is a very scary level because it's the first one where you have access to like your main movement tech as well as just having a very precise boss fight. Oh, welcome to another dash boost to grab the ballista. Ah,
That
almost.
bounce.
If you are, I mean, it's really precise, really precise. You can pick up the ballista and keep your speed from that bunny hop chain and ideally go all the way back here, but it's super tough. Another Nova strat, of course.
So I just upgraded Precision Bolt, which means that now that I've spent the points to upgrade it, I can start to master it, and the mastery requires 75 headshots between now and the end of the run. On patch 1.1, I actually prefer to wait until the very end of the game because there's a bug where once you've mastered it, you can't use it to falter a Marauder into a one-cycle combo. So it's not a problem in the speedrun mod, and I've been mastering it like really early lately, and I'm okay with that. It's kind of safe. I feel like I haven't killed enough. We'll find out in just a moment.
Yeah,
I've
welcome. This is Super Gornest. This has some of the best combat optimization, as you'll see KovaaK just bouncing around the arena, going from Trigger Demon to Trigger Demon, knowing exactly where that carcass will spawn, that Revenant, Hell Knight, Kako, instantly deleted into a Whiplash Chainsaw, looking for the next one over there, but first getting a secret. Whiplash did not play nice. It's cool. Lock on them a little bit later, and there's a couple fodder floating around the arena.
3 imps and maybe a... Wait, what was that? You shouldn't be there. I hear a soldier too. Okay.
Always fodder. Again, this is level challenges. The level challenge for this one is Glory Kill 3 pinkies 3 different ways. And that heat blast into Precision Bolt shot Glory Kill setup is just so nice. I remember back in the day where we just had to frickin' shotgun spam his face, just praying for the Glory Kill state. So that Hell Crusher arena, halfway through we're just going to go grab a secret, no big deal. The enemies will be back when we, you know, go back there. Into a Destroyer Blade, which, oh my goodness.
Ooh, that was spooky.
We have been rapid, oh, sorry KovaaK, go ahead.
No, we're good, we're good. I was just worried. I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah, so we just don't stop with the explanations in the combat tech because we just unlocked the Destroyer Blade, which is another main weapon of the run because it goes through enemies while doing about a lock-on burst worth of damage, which means you can do as much damage as many enemies get hit by the blade. So we really like charging it up when we have a lot of enemies on screen or if we're going into a combat encounter. Because normally the Destroyer Blade, when you're trying to charge it, it will slow you down as like a way of balancing massive damage. But if you bunny hop before the slow applies, you can just keep your speed. Very quickly, we're going to go into Vermilion Canal, which is one of the best combat encounters in the run, if you ask me. What KovaaK will... Yeah, what KovaaK will... You want to take it away?
No, I'm just gonna go.
He's just going. So those 2 Arachnotrons, we're going to try to carry this quad damage all the way to the end of the arena. Those Magibis are dead. Oh, he's breakdancing down. A Revenant, other Revenant, Dread Knight, Kako. Oh, missed that shot. It's fine.
Okay, well.
Going to kill the 2 carcasses and get the Kako afterwards. Still clean.
Good enough.
Oh.
Yeah, no break. Speedrun mod.
Yeah, normally you'd plug in the key and they get teleported there, but speedrun mod, cutscene skipped, just instantly go. Well, we say a lot of people like playing on the speedrun mod because it is breakneck pace, but sometimes a lot of people also prefer just running base, no speedrun mod, because all those little key animations, all those little elevators are just little pace breakers for you to get a sigh of relief and just like take a break, because this run's just relentless at points, as you can currently see. Because it doesn't stop. Ballista boost into bunny hop chain, into ramp hop, into movement chain, all the way to the secret.
That was a nice bounce too.
It was very nice. I think some of the best movement sections are literally just the small hallways, because you know if you make one mistake, you're going to tag the wall and just instantly lose all your speed.
Oh, okay, we're soft locked for a moment. You know what?
Do you have trainer enabled? Could you just
I'm gonna
no-clip
cheat. I'm gonna no clip because that's open.
One fault of speedrun mod / trigger. Actually, wait, no, that's not a speedrun mod thing. That's, I think, I think that's just a common, well, quote-unquote, common glitch for us speedrunners, where sometimes the trigger just somehow gets skipped. We aren't quite sure, but that door just will never open.
It doesn't happen on 1.1, so I'm not sure if it's a speedrun thing or a current patch thing.
I know some runners have run into issues on that who weren't running the speedrun mod, so it might be a patch thing.
Just went too fast.
Yeah, we're going too fast, people.
These guys don't matter. Yeah, they do. What?
Yeah, the shield guys matter for that encounter.
Not in 1.1. I've ignored them entirely. So.
Really?
Yeah.
When I ran this category, I ran on current patch because I liked running, you know, base game plus DLCs. And so I'm very unfamiliar with a lot of the 1.1 exclusive tech, but we're going to see one of the very cool movement section. This combat encounter, despite being very challenging, it actually isn't tracked on the map or in the combat rating, so all these enemies will just fire at us as we're just gonna do some sick movement traversing. 7 health and a dream. The dream's the most important part.
It's another difference from 1.1. My ability to buy runes, I just like go to the thing and hit the accept button and it buys what I want. But in current patch, it's always the top left, which I bought much earlier ago. So I have to like manually select runes in the speedrun mod.
Yeah, very quickly, the rune system in this game is you can equip 3 of 9 runes. What we do is we get the 3 fastest runes right away and then just unlock the other 6 because we won't be using them much. Our 3 runes are air control, faster glory kills, and increased stagger duration. The glory kill stayed on demons. We do this because, oh wait, increased glory kill. Sorry, I'm thinking of safety reasons. Speed boost after glory killing or chainsawing demons. Those are just the ones that save the most time over the course of the run because faster glory kills, there are required glory kills, so all of those are faster. Free speed, exactly what it sounds like. In air control, strafe movement.
Lost the dash. All right, no breaks.
Yeah, and
gas.
we are at the end of the level, but you may notice we may have missed a few things. And that's because at the end of the level, we unlock fast travel. So after just going through the level, we're just going to fast travel back because these collectibles are just so close to fast travel locations that it's faster to just travel. We're also going to grab the Slayer Gate at the end.
This menuing is definitely a little different than what I'm used to as well.
When you have a game like Eternal that depends so much on FPS, so much on the minutia of your positioning, where you shoot, literally just playing on a different machine where it's just ever so slightly different can throw runners off. This is another Slayer Gate in which we can short-circuit the fight. Like I said, if we kill everything in Wave 2, Wave 3 just won't spawn and we'll just be free to go. First wave here is a bunch of carcasses and soldiers. KovaaK will be looking at focusing all the soldiers and carcasses while waiting for things to spawn on the other side of the arena, which will be a queue that a Dread Knight's about to spawn after a few more deaths.
Yeah, let's just camp it out over here anyway.
Playing it a little bit safe.
Perfect.
Dread Knights are very tough heavy demons, so we like killing them instantly. We're going to keep focusing the soldiers down, keeping their number low while focusing the heavy demons. And first Pinky, and if all is done right after that,
Prowler.
Hell Knight just barely spawned in the back.
Prowler, I hear you. Good. Okay.
Okay. Still quite good. Almost got the Slayer Gate early, but that one is way more precise than the other one. And with that, we get the escape sequence. Try to get this number, you know, as high as possible if you want.
Wait, why do I have full auto?
I think you accidentally silent mod swapped.
That's so hard to do in this patch of the game, too.
Yeah, so silent mod swapping, it's too niche to really get into, but that's one of the examples of tech that lets you change mods without having that weapon out. By the way, good Super Gore Nest.
Thank you.
And it works differently on original patches of the game versus current patch. And I guess that'll be a current theme that, yeah, everything will just be slightly different than what KovaaK is used to because they had to prep speedrun mod for this showcase. Vega is going to give us a big monologue about, I don't know, plot or something. So we are just going to grab collectibles while he's doing it.
I have a feeling the speedrun mod actually makes it so I could do this whenever, but it's just the route I'm used to. So.
Yeah, if you were watching a 100% non-speedrun mod, you'd be doing this movement anyhow. So it's basically for the showcase. Oh, almost got the Ballista Boost. Oh, by the way, normally you'd have to like put in Sentinel batteries for that, but if you jump to the left, you can just barely avoid the death plane and get the secret right outside the fortress.
Nice.
I don't think we exactly talked about what 100% criteria is, and I think that's kind of a given, but every collectible on the map that's tracked in the in-game menu as well as in the codex. There are some codex entries that aren't required because they are tutorial tips, and we allowed those to be skipped. As well, everything just has to be upgraded by the end. Welcome to Art Complex. This is the hardest level in the run, debatably.
Oh, undebatably.
And it's not hard because it's inconsistent or because runners don't like it. It's just hard because it's hard. And it will just kill you even if you're doing everything right. So you got to play this very cautiously. It's very precise. There are a lot of skips that it can unironically just end the run because if you do them improperly.
Let's do that. Okay.
Oh, that was so quick into that Mancubus chainsaw.
That.
Oh, Destroyer Blade barely hit the floor.
Nope. Okay, let's just. Yeah, this is sketchy. Okay, we're fine.
The only HP that's important is the last one.
Just a friendly reminder that this is on Nightmare, so he's making this look a little easier than what it probably is for most players.
No, okay, first death of the run, by the way. In our complex, we take those. If one thing goes wrong, and like I think it's a real definition of a runner's skill of what happens when something goes wrong and how they adapt. And for that Destroyer Blade missing as bad as it does, KovaaK living through that was just, how'd I put it? I'm still surprised that he did it. So one difficult thing about, are you gonna do convention hug route?
Yes.
Yeah, this route is so cool.
Yes,
So,
and there's actually a, whatchamacallit, get out of the way, please. Where's the imp? There. Should spawn him. Okay, so yeah, there's a lost soul that's just there for me to hook off of because Zy boosts don't work. So it's a little different than 1.1's convention hug, but it is very convenient. Okay, that should, let's do it a little differently.
So this is normally an any % hook, but in speedrun mod, but because we're doing that, and we are halfway through the level.
Now, the last time I tried to submit a run to this, it's because I didn't get it submitted because I went out of bounds very briefly there. I think it was in bounds this time, but
I should mention, we just skipped half the level again.
Oh, more than half. Holy crap.
Yeah, no, half the level twice. We're at the Marauder.
Oh, no. Okay, well.
No, just not enough rockets. It's okay.
No, we have enough. It's just a
small little misinput there. So we skipped directly to the end of the level, so we could, again, fast travel to go back everywhere. So, yeah, Art Complex is going to be a fast travel extravaganza, and we're actually going to trigger this combat encounter from behind.
Try that again.
Oh, small little thing.
I try to go for a tick on him, but it's like kind of random whether you get it or not. Meat hook tick from above.
And we're going to go directly into this Slayer Gate, which, are you going to do the Destroyer Blade funny?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So watch quickly at this Destroyer Blade. 1, 2.
And that is a really strong attack, and he's dead.
That's called Double Destroyer Blade, where we confuse the game into firing 2 Destroyer Blade shots instead of 1. And Destroyer Blade is the most damaging projectile in the game, almost. The way it works is that we swap mods on a different weapon mid-firing animation of the Destroyer Blade, and that gets the game confused into a state of where it's like a fail-safe of like, wait, we just swapped mods. This is a different gun. It's in a firing animation, but it didn't fire. What are we gonna do? Fire the gun again. There is so much nuance to Double Destroyer Blade and another tech called Fast Destroyer Blade, which I will not say right now. For one, they're very nichely used, and two, I think I'd have to write a thesis to properly explain them.
I will use fast D-Blade in one spot in the route in Final Sin if I get a chance. It depends on whether or not I have the weapon mastered, because you need Arbalist mastered to execute it.
Yeah, so part of the reason why we say this game is spaghetti is because literally swapping mods on another weapon leads to you firing the Destroyer Blade twice, which is not, I guess, intuitive in any way, but it's awesome that it works in practice.
Where did Lenny go?
Lenny?
Any missing Prowler is Lenny. There he is. Okay, let's get out of here.
Yeah, you may have wondered why exactly did he not kill all those demons. It turns out that that encounter ends only when you kill very specific demons, and a lot of that is just like literally, you can ignore a Cyber Demon because it isn't tracked. Arbalist. Ooh.
All right, now fast travel just a little bit past where we are, and this avoids spawning some things, so prevents other issues with the spawn cap. If you were listening to the previous speedrun, or previous couple speedruns, there are spawn caps in some of these games, and Eternal has a cap of 32 entities, including the player. And if you exceed that, then you don't get more enemies.
Yeah, a lot of the routing here is literally to just make sure that there are enough slots open in the spawn table so that every encounter we do after that, you know, we'll have enough demons to spawn so we don't have to kill things to wait for the next thing to spawn. Welcome to Airplane Skip, I think?
Yes. If I was on 1.1, I'd be able to fly in the white screen and be up here earlier, but that is...
So what happened there is that KovaaK fast traveled over a trigger to spawn in a red wall that would normally keep you locked in this combat arena. But because that arena just blocks you off casually, but isn't tracked, just using the fast travel bypasses that.
That one, sure.
Again, with the runes, it doesn't matter which one we pick up. It just matters that we pick them up. Welcome to Mario's Restaurant, which is, again, one of the more harder combat arenas casually. But luckily, there's a Berserk power-up in here, which is just free glory kills, effectively.
Well, little do you know, I don't do that anymore.
Oh,
because
you
there's
don't?
a faster strat. Yeah. Watch this. We chop the first snake, which spawns the remaining 3, and then we deblade everything, and we get this fuel over here, because we're going to need it in the next arena. I'm looking for a Prowler. Okay, and now we go for him. That should be good. Cybermank dead. And that's the arena.
Nice. The reason why Berserk was theoretically slow is because you have to watch all those glory kill animations.
Yeah, so instead just using D-Blade across like 3 snakes is really fast.
Yeah, because as we said, Destroyer Blade does as much damage as many enemies as it hits, so... And luckily, in Mario's Restaurant, they just all spawn out the windows in a perfect line almost.
Oh, I don't have ammo. Okay, good.
This encounter is basically just spawn capping all the demons that spawn because they all are congregated in this little corner of the arena. Destroyer Blade to clear out the fodder. Oh, and look at that. Destroyer Blade's already upgraded.
It might have more enemies to kill in that arena, but I like to just go for this in the meantime while waiting for things to get closer to me so I can kill them later.
Yeah, small thing here. Triggered the secret encounter first because it takes a while for enemies to spawn in, so while they're spawning in, why not just grab a token? It's not like they'll shoot you immediately after grabbing it or something. They do.
Is he the last one? Yes, so perfect.
Yeah.
And now we're moving on.
Yeah, so a lot of strats you can see in this game are about overlapping time between things. So if you have to wait for something, it is optimal to do something else that helps you towards 100% mastery, because at that point, it's sort of free. Checking in is for Art Complex.
This is lovely. Everything about it is amazing. I'm just so enthralled. I'm having a hard time just doing anything other than being amazed. That's pretty much it.
Am I making sense?
So far, yeah.
Okay.
Kill him. He's a troublemaker.
High praise.
I'll call you out if it doesn't.
This encounter triggers, like I said, a bunch of trigger demons. There's actually a fun fact. You can end this encounter early, a lot like the Slayer gates in Exultia and Super Gorness. But we don't go for that strat because it is heavily inconsistent because there are so many fodder spawns that the odds of you killing all of them at one time in between the final and the next to final wave, that if you do set up perfectly, you have like a 5% chance of getting it.
I'm going for it, by the way.
You are going for it?
I missed him. Okay, too late. Yeah, if I was just a little faster in killing, I think those two, were they it? Yeah, it was just those two imps. If I'd killed them a little faster, I wouldn't have had to have killed the spiders.
Yeah, KovaaK is one of the best players I know, and like, it's as simple as just missing a couple fodder. Like, that will make you skip fast Art Complex.
Yeah, I've seen the world record holder of this game get that once in a live run. I've gotten it like twice in practice. He's gotten it more in practice, of course.
I found that strat on accident. It was great.
Very nice.
One of my few contributions to the speedrun.
Thank you very much.
You'll see another reason why we pick up Destroyer Blade, because like,
You son of a...
Prowler, why? Normally he doesn't do that. He just especially hated KovaaK.
Okay.
He knew he was in front of an audience today.
Yeah.
Live performance RNG is always really good or really bad, no in between.
I don't have enough shotgun ammo to kill that spider, so I think I'm just going to chop him. I don't usually do that, but now I'm going to do that.
So this is the last place we're warping to because of fast travel. You may notice that we're picking up all these logs. These are the Elena Richardson logs, which are not tracked in the in-game menu, but they are tracked in the codex, so we have to grab them for 100%. Back in the early days of Hundo, a lot of people would lose runs to just forgetting a Richardson log.
You. Jeez, okay. Where's the last guy? You know what?
I want to sing.
It's him, isn't it him? Okay. That's it. Okay.
Because this is a marathon, the extra lives are putting in work, thank goodness, because in an Ultra Nightmare run, you would be teeth clenching and have to go back to the beginning. Which, by the way, in case you're wondering, most of the speedrun community does run on Ultra Nightmare because a lot of us come from the challenge run side of it, of where we really like a challenge and speed. So we kind of layer both on top of each other of can you do a deathless 100% highest difficulty run.
And as much as I've been running this game, I have 1,800 hours, nearly 1,900. I have not got an Ultra Nightmare completion, period, because I've not tried to do it casually. I've just been trying to speedrun it. And it's incredibly hard. As you can see, the game holds me accountable non-stop. There's just, any little mistake screws you up and sets you back.
Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of a dichotomy in the community of those who like the Ultra Nightmare clear and those who just want to do the speedruns. I was definitely in the speedrun camp for a lot of this. Most people like playing Ultra Nightmare initially for, I guess, personal reasons. You gotta ask the person, but it's a very common trait. Welcome to Mars Core, where this combat is not at all complicated and is very simple. You see, those imps that spawned in are not required, but these imps that spawned in over here are required. Because those first imps are on a script, basically, as you see that one just dropping down. So normally how most encounters are structured in this game is that if there's like 7 imps required to be... very quickly. Double D-Blade, Pain Elemental dead, that is nice.
I love that one.
So if a clear condition for encounter is 7 imps dead, normally it doesn't care which imp is dead, it just cares that imp is dead.
There somewhere.
That previous encounter was an exception.
That's it, nice, okay.
You may notice why KovaaK is chainsawing at the end of combat encounters instead of near... very quickly.
I got the buffered. Yeah, okay. If you get a double Arba shot after you open the weapon mode, you get no knockback or no recoil for some reason. I only noticed that recently.
Yeah, so remember how we said there was double Destroyer Blade? There's also double Arbalist. In case you're wondering how to do double Arbalist instead of double Destroyer Blade, you do double Destroyer Blade backwards. I'm not lying.
That's the way to put it. And I'm going to use it here for extra ticks because we need to master this.
Oh,
shoot. Well, you know.
Kakos have the strongest melee attack in the game, as you can see.
Okay, let's try that again. And yeah, I'm going to try to master the Arbalist. Wait, I'm so glad that I'm talking right now. Okay, yeah, so I need to master this by killing 20 Kakos before the end of the game. And that should have killed a few of them, I hope. Maybe I got 2. We'll see.
Yeah, welcome to the open part of Mars core where there's just a bunch of islands that you have to jump between, but why do that when you can go straight directly to the last island? We didn't talk about ballista boosting. Oh my good, there's so much stuff in this run, and I can't explain it now because we're still at a combat encounter. Welcome, we didn't talk about buff totems, but they buff every enemy, make them twice as fast, twice as dangerous. This encounter has a lot of what we call timers, which are basically the trigger for the next wave is basically just time counting down, like 10 seconds I think it is for this encounter. And yeah, so we just wait for everything to spawn in. BFG instantly go to the secret encounter because it doesn't stop. Grab this Praetor token because enemies are spawning in. Grenade towards the ceiling because an enemy will spawn right where he's standing. A couple fodder, one invisible specter.
No.
There's one fodder hiding somewhere. That grenade just barely missed the imp. Oof.
Huh.
Still very clean. Okay, ballista boosting. So the ballista is a gun that's so powerful it can physically knock the Slayer back relative to where they fire it. So if you fire it and then turn around, your backward speed is now forward speed. And we can use that to chain into bunny hops, which we can use for air movement, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And it sees a lot of use at every point in the run.
There.
You may notice we have an aversion to using ballista ammo during combat outside of destroyer blades, and that's just because the ammo is better spent traversing to another combat encounter quicker than it is using in that combat encounter.
Usually, but D-Blade and Arba have very situational good uses, so.
I know we're kind of speaking as if there's like rules, hard, fast logics first, but there are exceptions to every rule because this game is a complicated behemoth in all the right ways. Writing this was super fun. Oh, I feel like we can't have a 100% run without saying Draku and Zero Master. They were early pioneers of this category. As with all games, they're usually some of the best players, and some of the route we've taken are very much from their initial routing as well. So, shoutouts to Zero Master and Draku.
Nice, okay. I don't want to be there. I want to be here. Thank you.
So now that we have the BFG, which everyone knows is the Bioforce gun, it just instantly kills every enemy in the area. And conserving its ammo is actually a huge part of the run. And we're going to see a funny consequence of how the BFG ammo interacts with Sentinel crystals later, because what we are doing right now is picking up every BFG and trying to get it to 0 by the time we get to this next ammo upgrade. Oh, speaking of which, cool guys don't look at explosions. No!
I didn't have air control.
Yeah, small thing about air in this game, if you are in the air for long enough, it does lock your movement, and I think that's like an out-of-bounds prevention mechanism for stopping you from just going infinitely and just having air control and just getting out of areas. Oh, another variation of dash boosting, we call those shield charge boosting, or excuse me, energy shield boosting. Shield charge boosting is Doom of the Dark Ages. Which basically is if your energy shield hitbox hits an enemy, that also cancels your dash, which allows you to keep that momentum. Slayergate, Marauder, we're waiting for him. You may have noticed how he instantly gave a green eye flash attack when he spawns. We call that strat the fun zone. Oh.
That was BS.
He did instantly shoot him as you shot him.
Yeah.
The Marauder is a very complicated enemy, so we'll see the fun zone again. In case you're wondering, we did, as the speedrun community, name that after Hugo Martin's famous line.
I'm looking for that drone. There you go. Okay.
And the way that their AI is programmed is that if you stand the perfect distance when they spawn, they just instantly give you the green eye flash, which allows us to instantly one cycle and kill them.
Okay. I'm so glad that worked.
And with that is the Slayer Gate down after a couple BFGs. We're completely out of BFGs at this point, and we're going to pick up an ammo crystal, which refills our ammo, including the BFG. So we get 2 BFG shots for free by routing ammo crystals in late, which is why we only picked health and armor upgrades up until this point, because it's very useful to have free BFG shots. That being said, though, BFG, not as much time save as you think. It's every time it's used, it's on the order of about 7 to like 15 seconds at max. Welcome to the final combat encounter of
I like to try to do some damage to this guy before I shoot the BFG, because that'll make it so that this guy, yeah, he died. So now I can do that. He's off, and we're done. I'm going to kill some extra. Please die.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes the BFG, it's a little random on if it kills a Doom Hunter or not, because, like I said, there's so many factors that go into the damage calculation.
All right, let's just kill a bunch of them. Yeah,
KovaaK.
Nine's good.
A lot of Arbalistics. Nice. Welcome to Sentinel Prime. This is the story level, so of course, like the speedrunners we are, we're going to try to get to the end as fast as possible, where there is the gladiator fight, which is a very, how do I say, choreographed fight.
It's different on the speedrun mod too. I can't find a way to one cycle him, because whenever my lock-on bursts in the first type, well, you'll see. Darn.
Yeah, we will be mentioning differences between 1.1 all the time. In fact, we have all the time, because, how do I put it? If you watch a speedrun after this, or most runners who run on patch 1.1, which is effectively the first patch of the game, that's like the go-to standard that 90% of runners use. Oh, why use the elevator when you can just ballista boost, edge boost up there combined with ballista boosting down the hallway into the gladiator? So we're going to try a one cycle here, but as KovaaK said, might be a little different because of speedrun mod shenanigans.
He's not supposed to turn as fast as he does right there, so I toss the rockets over his head and then jump on his head and do that.
Nice. Going into the second phase, where he no longer has a shield. This, we're trying to bait his melee attacks by getting close to him during this blocking phase so that we can charge a double destroyer blade, hit him, and then slop him to death ideally, but he put up the shield a little bit too early. Sometimes it happens.
You know what, that's fine.
That's actually a very good attack, because you can deal massive damage to him. Normally, he would not get an attack off whatsoever. Oh, the BFG just like barely hit it.
Oh, it hit his shield? Okay.
That was like pixel perfect, dude.
Okay.
Okay, it's okay. We get to see the cool fight again. Maybe wondering why he's swapping the micro missiles. As we said, swapping the mods on another weapon mid-destroyer blade animation causes double destroyer blade.
I think I screwed that up. Yeah, okay. You know what? Let's just... What?
It's okay. It's all right, KovaaK. You got this.
Man. Oh, and, well, you know what? Let's just slob him and...
As we said, if Doom Eternal is very, how do I put it, personal to the machine you run it on. So even though that Quakecon provided us with all these awesome PCs to perform the showcase from, the fact that it is just simply different is enough to throw even a top runner off. Nicely done.
Thank you. It's mostly the speedrun mod. It's, that phase 2 fight is hard. Like, I can't do my usual silent mod swaps. Okay. It's very dark here, by the way. You. And is there somebody over there? There it is.
So again, ship has been taken over, kill all the enemies, and then we need to grab the last collectibles during this little portal pull-up animation. Let's see if KovaaK gets it. If done ideally, this loses literally no time. That's pretty, I think that was it.
All right.
That is very precise movement. Everything has to be like perfect there or else you just lose time.
There are a lot of things you can bonk in that path.
Welcome to Taurus. Depending on the runner you ask, this is their favorite level or their least favorite level. And that all depends on if your BFG works consistently on the Arch files.
Yeah.
As we said, a lot goes into the physics calculation of how much damage a BFG does. And some runners just get it consistently, some don't. All right, Marauder will show up. You may be wondering, oh, why did he look at the Ice Bomb? That was a patched out glitch back in 1.1 where the Marauders prioritized to block the Ice Bomb because it can't be frozen. So visually it wants to always, try to block it. But while the Ice Bomb's behind him, why don't we just shoot the heck out of them with rockets?
Woo. Hey.
Oh, he was just waiting for you.
Okay.
This is the Archvile introduction. Archviles are demons that spawn in other demons, but very quickly we're going to try to overlap 2 cutscenes. We get it?
No cutscene.
Oh yeah, speedrun mod.
Yeah.
On 1.1, we would have seen cutscenes and they would have overlapped.
What? Oh, man.
Yeah, this encounter is a little risky because the Archvile also buffs demons, even the ones it doesn't summon. So what we're going to try to do is take out the Doom Hunter sled to get into its second phase, and then BFG to kill everything in the arena, because Doom Hunter is one of the few enemies that can survive a direct BFG blast because it's a 2-phase enemy.
What?
Dude, the
Also,
game is just mean to you today.
The speedrun mod spawns the Archie quicker, so he's like doing attacks and spawning things earlier than he would be in actual like 1.1. So this route's like sketchy.
Yeah, literally years of muscle memory are just thrown out the wazoo a little bit just because playing on a different version.
Okay, now where is he? Is he there, or there? I can't see. I'm just gonna.
Please fire it, dude. I'm getting.
Ah!
The
Okay.
humanity!
I found them.
We did find him at least.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
maybe.
Okay. That was too much.
Sometimes
I didn't get it.
the smallest bit of collision can block a BFG shot in this game. In case you're wondering, the giblets that fall off enemies when you shoot them technically are collision that can block shots, including BFG.
Dude.
Holy man, this game.
Okay.
I take it
Weird.
KovaaK is one of the haters for this level then?
Situation,
If
right?
not previously, now he is.
Oh, it's getting on my nerves. I mean, I think the worst of it is that like I just don't have the health going into this, and I'm starting to 50
it
health every
maybe
time.
might just be worth it to BFG the Archvile instantly and clean up.
Yeah, but then I don't know. Doom Hunter's a problem too. Okay, let me.
We believe in you, KovaaK.
Yeah, like he's already shooting at me with. Okay. I'm just shooting it. I don't know where he is.
Yeah, the Archvile fire is one of the few enemies.
That's him. Good.
Nice.
Finally.
Made it look easy. That was no issue.
In case you needed proof that this game is not easy, there you go.
Yeah. Oh boy. Just as the health disappears. Thank you, game.
I forgot my
What?
previous thought. I was just too awestruck. Oh, small little fun thing. Oh, what the heck's going on here?
Okay. Hold on.
If your attack is hit scan and it hits a water surface, it will literally pierce through every object on the map and hit buttons. For example, like that, which, opens the gate so that we can swim through. That also happens with enemies. We call that technique Bloodshot. So shout out to Bloodshot earlier. He wasn't the founder of that tech, but the dude beat Dark Lord exclusively by ballista shooting through zombies, through the Dark Lord shield to damage him, so I think he gets the honor. Blah, 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 plot. Doom guy got heavenly powers there. BFG time. This BFG is super precise. If he does it right, that Doom Hunter gets knocked out of sled. And, yeah, it's just instantly done, because that Doom Hunter is the last enemy. A lot of these encounters, like, casually take people several minutes, even to beat once. It's just, I guess that goes to show you, if you just know everything about a game, you can speed some things up.
All right. We're looking good.
Oh, small thing, as you just saw, swimming section, another infinite, range precision bolt hitting a button.
Did he die?
I think so?
Yes. Okay. Well, I'm going to be a little slow on this, but that's fine.
Part of the reason Taurus Nabad is a level where you BFG a lot because there's a lot of Archviles, and like the BFG is kind of like the design intention like counter to the Archvile because they spawn in enemies.
Okay.
BFG kills them all, and yeah, there we go. Moving on to the Marauder secret encounter. I wonder what we're gonna do here. Yeah, we just save Ice Bomb for it. A lot of the times, we just save Ice Bomb for the Marauders because it is such a quick kill. On current patch, we aren't able to do that, so what a lot of the strats boil down to on that is doing the fun zone of just standing right next to the Marauder as they spawn, which of course can be dangerous if there's still enemies spawned in the arena.
Yeah, and if enemies are like shooting near you, then the Marauder might bring his shield up, which really sucks. So it's dangerous. All right, and this Marauder is picky too. We'll see if he dies quickly or if he's a problem.
Fun zone.
I missed the slob. Okay.
Yeah, one thing that you may notice of every time KovaaK likes to lock on, typically there's a precision bolt before it and a single rocket shot. That is a technique named after one of the first off, cool movement. Almost hole-in-one. That was good enough, though.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, shout out specifically to Sylar, who is one of the GOATs at finding combat and movement tech in this game, Dark Ages, even more. We've learned a lot from watching his informational videos. That technique, basically precision bolt into single rocket into lock-on burst, makes the lock-on burst fire just slightly faster, making it optimal for DPS. And I'm not joking when saying every slob is like a tenth to a quarter of a second, somewhere around there.
Oops.
Oh.
Hit the wrong button.
Rage.
Yeah, I like to call slobs like the Hadoken of Doom Eternal, because it just feels like you're doing, you know, a sequence of button presses that is a ranged attack, and it just kind of has that vibe to me.
Yes. So any time we're just using it, that saves, like, over the course of the whole run, maybe like 30 seconds. Like, if it's free time save, you might as well take it. It's a very precise combat encounter, and it's done.
Yes.
Fun fact, if you chainsaw or glory kill a Mancubus, including a Cyber Mancubus, from the front, they explode. We use that to kill fodder there. Welcome to the Crucible. This is the one-shot sword of the game. Anytime a demon gets too annoying, we're just going to do that. So Archviles,
that's right.
Tyrants, Doom Hunters in some cases. You'll see that later.
Oh, how'd you get back there? Okay.
In this arena, we just have nearly infinite ammo, so we're just going to kill most things with it.
Oh, you're not where I thought you were? Okay.
Archvile can spawn in a few places.
You. Any other imps? Okay, now. I need two Crucible charges before I leave, and that's good enough. And
yeah,
now let's collect.
Yeah, that's the end of Taurus, but much like a broken record, we are just using fast travel again. We are going to do the Slayer Gate now that we have the Crucible, because they spawn in some very difficult to kill enemies, but why shoot them when we can just slice them? That cool little dash boost always just flows so well. So, Archvile, dead. Pain Elemental, we actually can't kill a Crucible or anything because we have to get the Glory Kill challenges on it, so KovaaK will double Arba here, making sure not to hit it in the eye because that's his critical hitbox, and put in the Glory Kill. Also get the Ice Bomb challenge.
Yep, all challenges done.
And now there's just going to be a wave of Whiplashes, wave of Prowlers, BFG them both, into a Tyrant on the last phase, instantly slice in the head. Animation canceled the slice because the animation on the Tyrant is way long.
And he's dead the instant I clicked the chainsaw, so that's why I did it like that.
Yes. Oh yeah, I think I got cut off last time I was explaining it. Enemies are dead at the end of glory kills, the game considers them. But they're dead at the beginning of the chainsaw animation. So if we chainsaw an enemy instantly at the end of the encounter, the door will open as we're getting the chainsaw, or the portal will open as we're getting the chainsaw, so it's just optimal. And that's the end of Taurus. Good job.
All right, so this is the section where we just mop up everything we haven't collected in here, and the speedrun mod made this really fast. Watch this. Yeah, every battery is just not anymore.
I just want to point out that every battery animation is what, 12 seconds?
7?
7?
I think it was 7.
7 seconds, and there are a total of 12 batteries that we have to plug in there. So this is normally the break if you are not running speedrun mod. This is normally where I just ask chat how their day is.
It's tryhard time for me, though, because I have the Azeron, so we haven't talked any about my input device. I have a joystick for my movement, And that allows me to get some intermediate angles from like left to right that keyboard players cannot. And whenever I insert batteries into something, I like pre-aim my movement so that I'm pointed in the direction I need to go. So my gold on that split is like 10 seconds faster than anybody else.
During the loading screen, could you just show people the Azeron very quickly so they can visually see? That is like a cyborg glove that he sticks his hand.
My left hand, instead of a keyboard, is here, and I have a joystick for my movement.
Yeah, there are buttons to basically push if you move your finger up, down, left, right, vertically up, vertically down. Like, you can just have way more inputs. My mind simply can't comprehend it, but KovaaK's built different.
It took me like 300 hours to get used to it, but it is a very worthwhile investment, at least for this game, and the games that support 360 movement are so nice on it.
Yeah, so we just got like every big item and power upgrade in the run, and these last 4 levels will be just combat gauntlet after combat gauntlet after combat gauntlet. One quick thing here, we actually don't rocket that Mancubus because it takes time for rockets to travel, and so we just use the hit scan attacks to kill him because travel time's too slow, which you normally don't get that. Oh, by the way, there's hidden plasma ammo here.
Right there?
Yep. It's just under the skull collision.
Okay, let's be careful here.
So KovaaK here kills all the enemies with a meat hook to basically bypass a small like puzzle. And now we're at Kali Boss, where we'll just double Arba each of the eyes and do a Crucible / cancel on these 2. And you may notice, still 2 Crucible ammo. We were at 2 Crucible ammo before. This because if you do not glory kill an enemy or get the animation, and it's like not a typical enemy like a Kali Boss Eye, a Doom Hunter Sled, and some other niche examples, you can just, if you cancel the Crucible / early, you keep your charge. So, yeah, instantly dead. Oh,
too low.
Small little bit of a movement thing.
Yeah, I was kind of looking at something on my UI. I didn't realize I was that low. Tricks and traps, 5 of 8. I'm trying to change up my strategy on this to be a little bit less like gathering the ticks for that challenge in the previous arena and do it more here. But like, I also have a different strategy I'm working with, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, the level challenge for this level is kill 10 enemies with crusher traps. Those crusher traps are the, the big pounding blocks that you see.
Nice. This is okay. This is okay.
We're just going to try our best to lure enemies into this trap and hopefully get it done by the end. Archvile spawn. Got to make sure to insta-kill it.
We need one more thing to walk into a trap. Hello? There you
go. Oh no, it's just perfectly 1 foot in.
Okay, guys. Come on.
Zombie of the year, folk.
Okay. And we needed a chainsaw. And you know what? Part of my other route I'm trying to do is come out of this arena with 3 chainsaw. Because whenever I do... Oh, who's left?
There might be a gargoyle hiding somewhere. Yep, it's down in the spinny trap room.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, so we're all done with those. And now we're headed up here. Okay, so I have 3 chainsaw fuel, which means that I'm going to be able to chop that snake after the Marauder, just like any % does. And I like that quite a lot. Oh, nice.
Gets right under the crusher before, misses the animation cancel. Oh, we didn't talk about animation canceling.
Whoa, okay.
Oh, dash boost into that. That is nice.
Not expected, but I'll take it. Is everything dead? No, there's deal. Okay.
So, pickups in this game, any question mark or any new weapon. If you swap weapons right before picking it up, that animation overrides the, oh, look at this cool toy animation.
For some reason, it's probably the, I don't know when the cycle starts, but it was probably the Doom Hunter toy that I accidentally picked up that made it not work, and now I'm going to have to do a different strat.
Oh yeah, I guess a little bit point of nuance of that dash boost up to the buff totem is actually, more specifically, a ramp dash. We use them so often that we have specific name.
Okay.
And we're just clearing up, grabbing secrets before the final combat arena. Oh.
Keep hitting the wrong things. Okay. And I'm going to get a couple ticks for micro missiles. I know I don't need them here, but it just makes me feel comfortable. So.
Yeah, so again on weapon masteries, we pick up mastery tokens in this run. So that means we don't have to master the whole weapon roster. We only have to master about half of them. So we pick all the weapons that we naturally use in the run, like the meat hook, precision bolt. But some weapon masteries are just too far out there. Oh, by the way, BFG strat, if done nicely, this will knock out both Doom Hunters out of their sled.
It did. And
nice.
Now, oh no.
Set up for a Doom Hunter glory kill, because that's a level challenge.
Okay, got that one. I'm just going to slob the other guy.
Yeah, Destroyer Blade missed.
That'll do it. Okay.
All good. So the main ones that we master are micro missiles, which is just hitting 3 separate demons with 1 volley of micro missiles. But going into weapon masteries, and why we had to master SSG here is because this mission challenge is to blood punch. I think it's 2 demons with blood punch 5 separate times, and we have armor for blood. And because Meat Hook gives us armor because we light the demons on fire, we're just going to fully refill our blood punch by just overfilling our armor and health a few times.
So I just got 4 ticks on that challenge right there, and then the last one's going to be pretty easy.
Yeah, 4 ticks is optimal. Does not lose any time to getting 5 ticks in this first encounter, because there is literally a free spot in the next one. We did just trigger an encounter and a regular combat encounter, and then BFG to kill both of them at the same time. We did that a couple times. Or, wait, have we done that a couple times in the run?
I'm not sure anymore.
You know what? We did it there, and that's all that's important. This is the haste room. We are going to very quickly kill a bunch of fodder and heavy demons, because both are required for the trigger demons here. We're going to pick up Unmaker and haste. So haste gives you infinite ammo for every weapon except the BFG. And the Unmaker uses BFG ammo, but last I checked, isn't the BFG. And that's why we can just Unmaker everything here. This is the only optimal spot to use Unmaker in the entire game, believe it or not.
And that was patched out of the current patched game, so the speedrun mod added it back in.
Yeah, exactly. Because this mod tries to emulate the speedrun optimal patch. So more secrets, and then this encounter is very tricky because at the end, after BFGing, there's an archvile that spawns, and we need to glory kill it very specifically to get this level challenge. And this is the only archvile in the level. Oh.
No, that's the wrong one. I gotta do it again.
So we have to get specifically, I think it's a left side glory kill. And sometimes the left side can be just blocked by the wall, so it's a tough luck, buddy. In case of an Ultra Nightmare run, because this is relatively inconsistent depending on enemy AI / spawn location, we do allow runners to Alt F4 to try this challenge again, because like then,
The wrong one again.
Sometimes you just get unlucky with the positioning.
And for Ultra Nightmare, you don't get any do-overs, right? Or do you?
We do, provided that, how'd I put it? We have a little bit of wish-washy rules in the speedrun community because...
This one should be free.
How'd I put it? We've had runners rage quit speedrunning this game forever because they got frustrated over these level challenges. Nice. So for the sake of the community's sanity, we're like, okay, it's allowed in most circumstances, unless like you intentionally screwed it up.
Oh, I'm lower on ammo than I should be. I don't know what happened. I guess they're reloading.
Oh, very quickly. Normally you have to climb back up, but instead we're going to jump on some wall collision, get a dash boost, and we're all the way at the top. Nice.
And this elevator is normally very slow.
Was that a... Thank you, Steven.
What's a break? Who needs one of those?
Nah. Got to get elevators over as quick as possible, man. They're up to something. Really? Nothing for that? Okay. I like it. Welcome to the other elevator. Are you going to do the cool dash boost skip?
I can't, because the Zai boost is not set up there as far as I know. I have to do the punch boost.
Yeah, there's this technique. Oh, cool punch boost all the way up. Oh, perfect. Very quickly, he's going to hit the death plane. Or
nope.
Actually not hitting the...
No, because if you hit the death plane, this guy has more health.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So he's going to hit the cutscene trigger, which is just barely up from the around the ledge of that circle hole. as the door opening cutscene plays, basically overlapping them. So very important not to step too far onto that ledge. Speaking of which, Tyrant Glory Kill we have to do. Only get one shot. Gets it first try. Very nice.
Yeah, that's a horrifying part of the run, honestly.
If you're looking for BFGs that kill the most enemies in the run, that's one of them.
I'm waiting for that Kako to spawn. There he is.
Yeah, very weird combat order there. We actually have to we can't kill the Baron until the Kako spawns, or the encounter spawns are delayed.
It's a soft lock on current patch too.
Yeah, it's funnily enough one of the soft locks they patched in.
Right. You can't get soft lock on 1.1. You just keep killing things and it works eventually.
So, skipping the cutscene by dashing into the end level trigger as it's happening. Good job, KovaaK.
Thank you. 2 levels left. Urdak.
Oh boy, Urdak is... You're in for a treat, folks. You're in for a treat. This is my favorite level, favorite category, period. And if you want to see why, it doesn't take long. Yeah, we're already at the end of that platforming section, just easily enough. Oh, fun fact, this is the casual way of getting the secret. We used to do a dash boost to get to that secret because it wasn't the intended path and we just kind of assumed it was faster. But no, the intended path's just faster. This level requires a lot of timers for waves to progress. So while waves are progressing, KovaaK's going to farm micro-missiles mastery by micro-missiling just several enemies, and then spawn killing enemies as the timers cool off.
I want to get one more tick and then kill that drone so that I can get some health and blood punch back, because I don't have blood punch still. There's another drone. Come here.
So KovaaK is basically just buying time, waiting for the final timers of the encounter to tick down. Do some movement tech, but ballista boosting, just barely.
Can I dash boost up here?
You might be able to ballista boost up there, actually.
Oh, that's a good call. Okay, well, that works.
So we are all the way at the end of the encounter, and right before a despawn trigger to kill those enemies. Oh,
that's not how the speedrun mod works.
Oh, nice. Well, on 1.1 it would be that way. But we basically just send the BFG as we're on our way out. Have full faith that it'll kill the entire encounter because it's the BFG.
All right, 100 ammo I'm going to conserve. I want to have, guess I could have used one.
Holy crud. That was a wall dash boost chained into a ballista boost, which if you get that right, it's so sexy.
They're great.
Again, enemies have to spawn. Discharges the swerve blade, waiting for them. Kako, what the, how? How?
Yeah, good question. I do not know.
This game surprises us still to this day constantly, and I think that's a sign of a good run. But
yeah, everything is like a gamble on whether you can get it or not. So whenever you have a run that actually has tons and tons of things go right, it's just like, oh, that was so satisfying.
Yeah, on the other side, have a great run where suddenly one thing goes wrong, and let's just say emotionally, it may hurt. Very quickly, just killing Maker Drones. Maker Drones drop a bunch of health and ammo if you kill them. And they're actually... Oh. Mr. President, get down! Imp just blocked the button punch there. Oh,
okay, well, not getting that.
Enemy spawns just were unlucky there, blocked him as he was moving past. We are moving on to the outside part of Urdak, and this is where the run gets very satisfying for me. We're going to charge a Destroyer Blade coming into the Cybermank and Revenant. Blood Punch took a while to work. It's fine. Marauder, did not get distracted by the Ice Bomb.
Well,
this Marauder has a habit of not playing nice.
Okay, good.
Instantly killed. And now we're going to do a strat, and if you know the lore of this game, I swear it makes sense. This is called Daddy Skip. Nice! First try, that's good, but it ain't over yet.
Yes.
And we're going back into the purple ring.
So this is a different arena, and we need to kill everything that was in that previous arena too. You know what? Let's get that.
So a very funny thing about the BFG is that it will go forever until it hits a wall or surface. And this level has a lot of open air between the arenas, almost as if they're islands. So you can, why not, just use one BFG for 2 encounters.
Yeah, so it just destroyed the one that we were at, but the tendrils aren't going to hit for a little bit, so eventually we're going to see hit markers on that crosshair.
Yeah. Or look at the combat rating to your top right. You should see the red meter fill just a tiny bit.
Hopefully it will. Yep.
There it goes. That's when the enemies at the other arena died.
Yeah, so that included the Archvile. The Archvile doesn't always die, but it's a wonderful day whenever he does.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what the? Completely avoiding the ring. What the? I didn't even know about that.
Massa started doing that. I was like, I like that. I'm going to do that.
Oh, we're supposed to go into that other closed-off area? No, we're just going to go straight to this combat. That closed-off area is a combat arena whose combat rating will be required later, but fast travel. We're going to spawn camp this Baron. There is a Whiplash that spawns in that we are going to kill, and then there's this Kako that's just perfectly set up here so that we can just leave this arena.
We're not done in that arena, though.
Yeah, we're not done. We'll be back. It just takes a while for those enemies to spawn in, so what we're doing...
No, it didn't.
What the... Gotta hit the button for...
Yeah. Speedrun mod gives me no real confirmation sometimes.
Mm-hmm. And so while we're waiting for those enemies to spawn in, we're just going to be grabbing this yellow ring and aligning it to position. We have to align all 3 rings.
Pretty.
In order for this level to finish and for the end level trigger to load, or excuse me, or for the last door to unlock. Except the first one isn't required, and that's kind of the good thing of Daddy Skip, but quick Arbitic into Yeet Hook off the corpse. Yeah. If you were wondering how we're going to get out of that arena without like those speed rings, that's how. Just Yeet Hook. I feel like I didn't cover so much with this level. There's just so much going on all the time.
Yeah, it's a fast one.
So after that last button, we are just going to fast travel back for that last encounter.
All right, I like to lock on burst and then do that.
Oh, one of the small things that's just cool is that, like, to end a kill combo with a ballista boost so that you can get to the end, the other combat encounter faster. It's a small thing, but when you notice stuff like that is what really makes me appreciate the speedrun. Well, going on to Conmaker. Conmaker is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 phase boss fight. All you have to do is drain that meter and then give her a smack, and she goes on to her next phase. The next phases are just send to lock on burst, then blood punch.
Yeah, this is probably the easiest boss fight of the speedrun.
If you're struggling with this, I do recommend just swap to lock on burst. When we first started this run, back in the early days of 100%, Conmaker, we didn't know her strat, just lock on burst wasn't fully explored in terms of like its effectiveness. We would have runs die here somewhat regularly, to the point that some runners would unironically BFG to get rid of one of her phases.
Huh.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
All right, we're going on to the last level, Final Sin. This is just a straight combat and movement gauntlet till the very end, testing everything we have done up until this point. It is one of my favorite levels just for that reason.
And we are going to try to go for the fast D-Blade strat pretty soon here.
Oh, nice.
Okay, he spawned, he spawned.
Very quickly, Fast Destroyer Blade, the upgraded mastery for the Arbalist is when you hit an enemy with the Arbalist tick, it like recharges the Arbalist almost instantaneously. By doing a precise setup, by swapping mods, opening the web,
there it is,
transferring into it, we can make the fast Arbalist charge apply to the Destroyer Blade. Yeah, no, so that is just the Arbalist recall speed just on the Destroyer Blade, which is, when we figured out how to do that consistently, it was a good day in speedrunning.
Kind of wish I'd saved one of those ticks.
And that combat encounter is already over.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I feel like we didn't mention this. KovaaK, you're the finder of Double Destroyer Blade, right?
That is correct.
Okay, so to mention the legends of Doom Eternal 100%, KovaaK, one cannot say.
Oh, you're not supposed to.
This is a very just small hallway encounter. As soon as the Pinky's dead, oh, one imp's alive.
Perfect.
It's always an imp.
Yes, it is.
That is the only collectible in Final Sin.
Oh, okay. Well,
Speedrun mod shenanigans. There's normally a cutscene there. It just skips the cutscene trigger in this mod. Gonna move into one BFG to clear this encounter, and then touch the end arena trigger from behind the orange wall to go to basically just spawn in, despawn the invisible wall so he can traverse later.
Yes.
Go into a BFG into this encounter to a Marauder spawn. Yeah. And now some sick movement, hopefully getting the Crucible charge while charging his Destroyer Blade, double Destroyer Blade into the Tyrants.
into a slob, into...
BFG, and every enemy's dead except that Tyrant.
And now there's going to be
And
one more over here. I'm going to get that ammo and stop this right now. A couple things to clean up here.
Yeah, just a few Revenants, that last Tyrant.
Oh no. I've died to that in Ultra Nightmare. That pinky.
Yeah, one of my first deaths when attempting 100% Ultra Nightmare. My first...
Oh,
put it?
hey.
I died in Final Sin twice before clearing it, so it's, how'd I say, devastating when that happens in a run.
Yeah, I've had 3 Ultra Nightmare runs die in Final Sin.
So this BFG will kill nearly every enemy in this encounter, and we're going to look at the wall to spawn in that.
Oh, I thought I had
Zombie,
an extra.
unfortunately low on chainsaw. We would normally restack on ammo, but it's cool. We'll just kill the Marauder, and we're going to do a precise setup here in order to go max speed right as this invisible wall despawns so that we can go right to the end of... Okay, close enough. They were only like a hop, skip, and a jump away to the end of the level. And now we're about to complete the level. We haven't mastered everything. Use the mastery tokens on all the things we have not mastered. You may notice that we will not have everything mastered by the end of this menu because we are going to master a weapon mod in the Final Sin boss fight itself.
Yeah, so those are mastered. This is the last thing that's not. Oh, and I think I need one more micro missile tick.
Okay.
Okay, and let's do the final boss fight. Two phases here.
So the BFG does 10,000 damage when it directs hit the Icon of Sin. And you need 20,000 damage while the energy shield is out in order to master it. So 2 BFG shots and the energy shield mastery is free. The way that Icon of Sin works as a boss fight, we just need to destroy all his body limb parts. We're going to move from one body limb part to the next. And if all goes well, he'll be stuck in an animation of just the armor breaking constantly as we are just DPSing him. Because we can kill his armor parts faster than those armor break animations. So all body parts destroyed. We gotta wait for the animations to finish out. Did you get that micro missile tick?
Not yet. I can't touch a monkey bar, but I really want this, so I'm just gonna do that.
Yeah, that's the safe haul. So we just need to find 3 enemies, micro missiles mastered. And now we have everything mastered, and we just gotta beat Icon of Sin. We're not done yet. There's still one more phase.
Oh, I should have... I collected that? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna grab chainsaw fuel just so that I can... Isn't there chainsaw fuel?
Yeah, right there.
Okay. Let's go to last phase.
So he no longer has armor. However, BFG does instantly destroy all his body armor pieces, so we're just going to abuse BFG in this arena by hitting all of his body parts that we can.
Yeah.
His animations are consistent every time in this phase, so we know exactly where he'll be at what time, so we can have a BFG waiting for the limb location. And KovaaK, if he's going for this...
Oh, of course.
You can crucible the limbs, by the way. Like that.
Oh my goodness, that was dirty.
He was trying to fly slot, but the fly fought back.
Game's done.
And time.
Ooh.
There is way more to that run than we could explain in the short hour and 42 minutes we were on here. I highly recommend you check out a 100% speedrunner of this game because this is, not joking, probably one of my favorite FPS runs in gaming, and I know a lot of people feel the same way.
Yeah, absolutely. It's such an amazing... Oh, Doomblade's missing because I reset. Or no, that's just speedrun mod. I did not reset. Oh. Okay, cool.
Yeah, is that 100%?
I do believe so.
Woo!
Yo. Well, thank you everybody for watching. This was a lot of fun. Big shout outs to the Doom Eternal community and all my friends who are here watching it. Appreciate you guys. And if anybody wants to get into Doom Eternal speedrunning, the Modern Doom Speedrunning community has some excellent resources, and I'm sure it'll be continuing to be built up over time. There's just so much depth to this game, and I love playing it.
If you want to learn Doom Eternal 100%, don't worry. We have a 12-hour tutorial.
Exactly.
It will take that long. But yeah, you want to say anything?
Yeah, I feel like we kind of just scratched the surface of what everything went into that. And like you mentioned, just within the hour and 42 minutes, you weren't able to explain everything. And there's just so much that goes into it, and it's incredible that not only did the community get together to do all of this, but people are genuinely able to sit through the entire thing, map it out and everything, and actually just execute it live in front of a decent little audience here. I think that was incredible, and great job, KovaaK. This was wonderful.
Thank you.
Can we get another round of applause for KovaaK?
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. We will be back tomorrow.
Sadly, my splits weren't running. That's fine.